Good morning, Vandal. Today we are going to discuss about the connection scheme of a distribution DC distribution systems. Okay, how many types of distributions are systems are there depending upon the connection? Okay, that all will be discussed in the previous class. We are discussing about the classifications of a distribution systems according to the voltage levels or according to the service requirements or according to the types of connections or according to the connection scheme. The distribution systems are classified like this. Okay, according to the scheme of connection, the distribution systems are classified into three types. That is, first one is the radial systems, ring main systems, and interconnected system. Okay, according to the connection of a distribution systems, that will be classified into three types. That is radial system, ring main system, and interconnected system. Okay, and interconnected system. Okay, coming to the radial system, what is meant by the radial system means in these distribution systems, the distribution area are fed at one end only. Okay, the distribution area is fed at only one end. Okay, this system is employed only when the power is generated at low voltage and the substation is located at the center of the load. Okay, and the substation is located at the center of the load. Okay, in the case of radial systems, the separate feeders, that is the radiate from a single substation and feed the distributions at only one end. Okay, this will be distributed at only one end. Okay, only one path is connected between the each consumer to the substations. Okay, we are having the only one path between the consumers to the substations. Okay, the electric power flow along with only single path. Okay, this is the different loads and this is the distribution feeder and this is the generation point. Okay, in that generating point to this substation at the distribution system, we are connecting only single feeder line. Okay, that will be connected at the one end only. The power will be flowing like this for all the individual consumers or the individual loads. Okay, this is the power distribution feeder that will be connected at only one end. Okay, the other end is connected to the loads. Okay, the other end is connected to the loads. Okay, these are the various loads that will be connected by the other end of this feeder line. Okay, radial feeder means the distribution system, the distribution area is fed at only one end. The distribution system is fed at only one end. Okay, this is the distribution system fed at one end. The other end is connected to the loads. Okay, the other end is connected to the loads. Okay, in the distribution system, the distribution area fed at one end. Okay, this system is employed only when the power is generated at low voltage and substation is located at the center of the loads. Okay, what are the advantages are there for the radial systems? Okay, first coming to the advantages, that is, first one is the simple in construction and economical in cost. Okay, that means the low cost. The construction of this radial type of distribution system is the low cost. Okay, economically in cost, and also simple planning or simple in construction. Okay, this is the main advantages in the case of a radial feeders. Okay, next coming to the disadvantages. When the fault occurs, the overall system is shut down. Why? Because the overall system is shut down. The distribution is fed at only one end. If any faults are obtained at that feeder line, then automatically the total load will be disconnected. Suppose the fault will be obtained at this point. Okay, suppose the fault will be obtained at this point. Okay, therefore the total load will be disconnected due to this fault. Why? Because in that we are using only single feeder line, the fault will be obtained at that feeder line, then automatically the total supply will be disconnected. Okay, this is the main disadvantage in the case of a radial feeders. Okay, the end portion on the distribution nearest to the feeding point will have highly loaded. Okay, will be highly loaded. Okay, next. Okay, this is the another diagrams for that radial feeder. This is the substation and feeders. Okay, these are also feeders. Okay, in that feeder only one end that will be connected to that substation, and other end is connected to the loads. Okay, this is the substation and these are the feeders. This is the feeder and this is the another feeder and this is the another feeder. Okay, in that one end is connected to the substation, the other end is connected by these loads are the distributors. The other end is connected by the loads are the distributors. And this is the another diagram for that radial feeder. Okay, this is the generation. Okay, this is the feeder line. That feeder is fed at the one end. And the other end is connected the various loads. Okay, the other end is connected by the various loads. Okay, next coming to the second type, that is the ring or the loop distribution systems. Okay, next coming to the second type, that is the ring or the loop distribution systems. Okay, it consists of two or more paths between the power source. Okay, in this system, okay, it is the ring or the loop systems. In this system, the primary of the distribution transformers are formed in the loop. Okay, like this. This is the substation and this is the distribution feeders. Okay, that distribution feeder are formed in the form of a loop. Okay, while observing this diagram, okay, this is the distribution feeder 10 and this feeder line is connected at the like in the form of a loop. Okay, in this system, the primary of the distribution transformers form a loop. Okay, the loop circuit start from the substation bus bars. Okay, this loop circuit is starting from this substation. Okay, this is the substation. That loop circuit is starting from the substation to the bus bars make through a loop. Okay, the area to be served and return to the substations where substation supplies to the closed loop ring main feeders. Okay, the distribution tapped from the different points of the feeders. Okay, the distribution is tapped from the different points of these feeders. Okay, next it consisting of a two or more paths between the power source and the consumers. Okay, it consists of a two or more paths. Okay, the path for this load is this is the one path and this is the another path. The path for this load is this is the first path and this is the second path. Okay, this load having the two paths. Okay, when we are connecting this the feeder in the loop form. Okay, this is the loop form. The load consisting of a two more paths. Okay, the load consisting of a two more paths. Okay, the loop circuit start from the substation bars main loop through the over the area to be served and return to the substations. Okay, the load that to be served and return to that substations. And coming to the advantages, okay, what are the main advantages that are there in the case of a loop or a ring distribution systems? Okay, these are less voltage fluctuations at the terminals. Okay, these are the less voltage fluctuations. Okay, the conductor material is required. Less conductor material is required and more reliable. The system is reliable as each distribution is fed to the feeders. Okay, if fault at any section of that feeder, the continuity of that supply will be maintained. Okay, while we are using the ring type of distribution systems, if the fault will be obtained at any feeder line, suppose the fault will be obtained in this case, or at the particular point the fault will be obtained. Okay, this is the fault that will be obtained. Okay, when the fault will be obtained, the other three loads are giving that substations, and therefore there is no discontinuity of the supply. Okay, the supply will be continued for these loads, and this load is supplied from this substation. Okay, there is no discontinuity of the supply. Okay, there is no discontinuity of the supply if any faults will be obtained at that point. Okay, the other the supply will be continued in the other way. The supply will be continued in the other way. Okay, that is the main advantage in the case of a ring or the loop type of distribution systems. Okay, suppose the fault will be obtained at this point, then the supply will be flowing like this. Okay, the flow of current will be like this, and the other loads are supplied by is in the form of loop. Okay, up to this point. Okay, this is the ring type or the loop type of design. Okay, this is the ring type or the loop type of design. Okay, this is the main advantage while we are using the ring or the loop type of distribution systems. Okay, what are the main disadvantages there in the ring or the loop type system? Means that it is difficult to design as compared to the design of a radial systems. Okay, it is difficult to design. Okay, the design of for that ring or the loop type distribution system is difficult. Okay, these are the main advantages and disadvantages are there in the case of a ring type of distribution systems. Next, this is the constructional diagram for that loop or the ring type of distribution system. Okay, this is the substation. The substation is connected by the feeder S, L, R, N, P. Okay, this substation is connected by the feeder S, L, N, P, R. It is formed in the closed loop like this. Okay, it is formed in the closed loop like this. Okay, this is the feeder line that will be connected in the loop form. Okay, that will be connected in the loop form to the substation. Okay, the loads will be connected at that particular points. Okay, this is the load connected at M point, or load connected at O point, and load connected at the Q point. Okay, suppose the fault will be obtained at this particular point. Suppose the fault will be obtained at this F point. Then the supply will be continuous. That is S, R, P, Q, P, O, N, M. Okay, like this the supply will be flowing. There is no discontinuity of the supply when the fault will be obtained at the particular feeder. Okay, this is in that also we are using the single feeder. That feeder will be formed in the loop type. Okay, that feeder will be formed in the loop type. In this case, suppose if any faults will be obtained at a particular point or in that loop, only the system or the loads will be connected other end. The loads will be connected. The current flow will be obtained at the other direction. Okay, each and every load having the two directions of current supply. Therefore, if any interruptions are obtained at a particular direction, then the current will be flowing through that other direction. Okay, there is no discontinuity of the supply will be obtained. Suppose if any fault will be obtained at this main feeder. Okay, this is the main feeder line. This is the main feeder line. suppose the fault will be obtained at a particular main feeder line. Okay, in that case only discontinuity of the supply will be obtained. Okay, otherwise there is no discontinuity of the supply when we are using the ring type or the loop type distribution systems. Okay, we are considering as S, L, N, P, R as is the feeder that will be connected in the loop form to this substation. Okay, that will be connected to the loop form to this substation. These are the load points, that is M, O, P are the load points, are the distribution points. Okay, suppose the fault will be obtained at a particular F point, the current will be flowing like S, R, Q, P, O, N, M. Okay, there is no discontinuity of the supply. Why? Because the current flow will be in the other direction. Okay, each and every load having the two directions in the case of a loop connection. Okay, the distribution M having the one connection is the SLM. Okay, the other connection, the other current flow direction is the SRQP ONM. Okay, these are the two directions of flow of current. Suppose if any faults are obtained at a particular direction, then the current will be flowing in the other direction. Okay, therefore no continuity of the supply will be obtained. Next, this is the main feeder and this is the sub feeder. Suppose in that main feeder, if any faults are obtained, in that case only the discontinuity of the supply will be disconnected. Okay, in that only the continuity of the supply will be disconnected. Okay, this is the major advantage and disadvantage in the case of a distribution of that feeders. Okay, understand ma? This is the ring type of distribution systems. Okay, this is the ring type of distribution systems. Next, third type of distribution system, that is the interconnected distribution systems. Okay, the third type of distribution system, that is the interconnected distribution systems. Okay, what is meant by the interconnected distribution system? When the feeder ring is energized by the two or more than two generating stations are the substations. Suppose while we are observing in the previous case, okay, in the previous case, that feeder is connected only one substation. Okay, the feeder line, that is the SMNO PQRS feeder line is connected only this single substation. Suppose if any faults are obtained at that main feeder line, then automatically the discontinuity of the supply will be obtained. Okay, this disadvantage is overcome by using this interconnected distribution systems. What is the main use of this interconnected distribution system is that we are improving the continuity of the supply. Okay, we are improving the continuity of the supply. Okay, in that we are using the two or more than two substations are the generating stations that will be connected to particular loads, that will be connected to the particular loads. Okay, when the feeder ring is energized by two or more than two generating stations are the substations. When the feeder ring is energized by two or more than two generating stations are the substations. Okay, it is called interconnected system. Okay, it is called as the interconnected systems. Okay, it is supplied by the number of substations. Okay, therefore the radial primary feeders cannot be tapped off from the interconnected tie feeders. Okay, they can also serve directly from the substations. Okay, the closed feeder ring is the that will be connected to the two substations or more than two substations, and also what are the disadvantages are there that will be there in the case of interconnected systems, and what are the advantages are there in the interconnected system means that by using this interconnected system we increase the reliability of the supply. Okay, during the peak loads hours, the area fed from the one generating station to the other generating stations. Okay, this increase the efficiency of a system. Okay, by using these interconnected distribution systems, increases the reliability of the supply. Okay, reliability of the supply. Okay, in that case, the losses are less. Okay, and then quality of the service is improved. Okay, by using this interconnected system we are improving the quality of that supply. Okay, these are the main advantages in the case of a interconnected distribution systems. Next, coming to the disadvantages, that is its initial cost is low. Coming to the disadvantages, the initial cost is low. Okay, and difficult in the planning, designing and the operation. Why? Because it is difficult. The feeder is fed with the more than two substations. But the construction and the operation is somewhat difficult when compared to the ring main and the radial type of distribution systems. Okay, this is the schematic diagram for that interconnected distribution system. In that the feeder is the DC AB. Okay, A, B, C, D are the loop are formed by the ring shape. Okay, that feeder will be forming in the ring shape and that will be connected by the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, this loop type feeder is connected by the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, these two substations are served by this total feeder points, and this is the distribution points, that is P, O, Q, R are the distribution points. Okay, that will be supplied to the load. Okay, that will be supplied to the load. Okay, in this case also the feeder will be connected is in the form of a loop. Okay, in this case also the feeder is connected in the form of a loop, and then this will be connected to the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, this ring type of distribution is connected to the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, this feeder is fed to the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, the feeder is the A, B, C, D. The feeder is the A, B, C, D are the feeder. Okay, this is supplied by the two substations, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, that is S1 and the S2. The various load points are the O, P, Q, R are the load points. O, P, Q are the load points. Okay, this is the one load point, and this is the another load point, and this is the another load point, and this is also another load point. Okay, suppose if the fault will be obtained, if the fault will be obtained at a particular load, at a particular point. Okay, suppose the fault will be obtained at a particular point. Okay, then the supply will be continued from the S2 substation or the S1 substation, D, C, O, B, R, A, Q, like this. Okay, the direction is like this, that is D, C, O, B, R, A, Q. Okay, the direction of current flow is like this. Okay, there is no incontinuity of that supply. Suppose the fault is obtained at this particular point. Okay, suppose the fault is obtained at this particular point. Okay, suppose the fault is obtained at particular point, then the supply will be continued like this, that is DQARBOP. Okay, DQARBOCP. Okay, this is the advantage and disadvantage while we are using as the interconnected system. Okay, what is meant by interconnected system? Interconnected system means the feeder will be connected more than 2 substations. Okay, the feeder will be connected more than 2 substations. Okay, that is substation 1 and also the substation 2. Okay, this feeder line will be connected with more than 2 points, that is S1 and the S2. Okay, that is S1 and the S2. Suppose if any faults are obtained at that particular point, in that case, the continuity of the supply will be obtained in the other substation. Okay, this is the main advantage and the disadvantages while we are using as the interconnected distribution systems. Okay, by using these interconnected distribution systems, okay, we improve the continuity of the supply and also we are obtaining the reliability of the operation. Okay, reliability of the operation. Okay, this is the main advantage and disadvantages are there in the case of a radial type of distribution systems and also ring main distribution systems and also the interconnected systems. Okay, these are the different types of distribution systems are there. Okay, these are the some of the disadvantages and advantages for that radial, loop type and interconnected distribution systems. Okay, understand ma? First of all, how many types of distribution systems are there? Radial, ring and interconnected. Okay, what is meant by radial systems? Radial system means the distribution is fed at only one end. Okay, okay end nunche manam distribution anedi connect chestunnamo. Other two ends, the other end is connected to the load. Okay, this is the one end of that distribution feeder. Okay, suppose if any faults are obtained, the total supply will be disconnected. Okay, this is the ring type of distribution system. Next one is the ring type or the loop type distribution system. Okay, this is the substation. The feeder is connected in the loop form or the ring form to this substation. Okay, in that we are using only one substation. Okay, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, ఒక సబ్స్టేషన్ ని మనం తీసుకున్న ఫీడర్ లైన్ అనేది లూప్ ఫామ్ లో కనెక్ట్ చేసాం. దట్ ద ఫీడర్ ఈస్ నేమ్డ్ యాజ్ ద SLNPR. Okay, SLNPR is the ring type of distribution feeder. Okay, that is connected to this substation. Okay, ఇందులో మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, ఒక సైడే మనం సబ్స్టేషన్ ని కనెక్ట్ చేసాం, కానీ ఆ ఫీడర్ లైన్ ఎలా కనెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం, దట్ విల్ బి కనెక్టెడ్ లైక్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఏ రింగ్. అంటే ఏ లోడ్ సెంటర్ కి తీసుకున్నా దాని కరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి అంటే 2 ways లో ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఎనీ లోడ్స్, దట్ ఈస్ సపోజ్ వి ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ద M load, the direction for that currents are the SLM. Okay, and other direction for that load is the SRQPONM. Okay, these are the two directions for that particular load. Suppose we are taking the another load, that is the O load. Okay, the directions are the SLMNO. Okay, the other directions are the SRQP and O. Okay, if we are taking any particular load, that load having the two directions for the distribution of that current. Okay, therefore we are obtaining the continuity of the supply. If any faults will be obtained at any particular point, the current will be flowing in the other direction. Okay, ఏదైనా ఒక పాయింట్ లో మనకి ఫాల్ట్ అప్టైండ్ అయితే కరెంట్ అనేది రెండో డైరెక్షన్ నుంచి ఫ్లో అవుతుంది. వై? బికాస్ we are using the two directions of that currents for that each and every load. Okay, suppose if any faults are obtained in that one direction, the current will be flowing in the other direction to that load. Therefore, we are improving the continuity of the supply. Okay, this is the main feeder. That main feeder is connected in between substation to this loop ring. Okay, loop type of feeder. Okay, suppose if any faults are obtained in that main feeder, suppose the faults will be obtained at that main feeder, then we are obtain discontinuity of the supply. Okay, in that case only we are obtaining the discontinuity of the supply. Otherwise there is no discontinuity. Okay, this disadvantage is overcome by using the interconnected type of distribution system. Okay, what is the difference between interconnected distribution system and the loop distribution system? Okay, in that case also we are using the loop type of feeder. Okay, in that case also we are using the loop type of feeder or the ring type of feeder, but that feeder is supplied by the more than two substations. Okay, but that feeder is supplied by the more than two substations. Okay, this is the substation 1 and this is the substation 2. Okay, each and every load is connected by these two substations. Suppose if any fault are obtained in this particular main substation, the the continuity of the supply will be coming from this substation 2. Okay, therefore no continuity of the discontinuity of that supply will be obtained while we are using this type of systems. Okay, that's why same ring type of distribution is supplied by the more than two generatings are the substation points. Okay, this construction and design is similar, but this ring feeder is supplied by the two substations. This is substation 1 and this is the substation 2. Okay, the disadvantage in the case of a ring type distribution system is that if any fault will be obtained at the particular main feeder, okay, in that case the discontinuity of the supply will be obtained. Okay, that discontinuity is overcome by using this interconnected system. How that will be overcome means that in that we are using the two distribution substations are the two generating stations. Okay, that is S1 and the S2. That ring type distributor is connected to the two generating stations are the substations, that is S1 and the S2. Suppose if any faults are obtained at this particular main substation or the main feeder, the continuity of the supply is given to this substation S2. Okay, otherwise there is no continuity of the supply. Okay, that's why we are using the two substations are the generating stations. Okay, this is called as the interconnected systems. Okay, the difference between the interconnected and the ring type distribution system is that in that ring type distribution only we are using the one generating station or the substation. Okay, if any faults are obtained at that particular main sub feeder, then discontinuity of the supply is obtained. That will be overcome by using this interconnected system. Okay, how we will be overcome means that in that we are connected by the two generating stations are the two substations. Suppose if any faults are obtained at that particular main substation or the main bus bar, then the supply will be continued the remaining feeder, remaining main feeder, that is the S1. Okay, there is no discontinuity of the supplies while we are using this type of interconnected distribution systems. But the operational cost and the design cost will be more when compared to the ring type and the radial type of distribution systems. Okay, these are the different types of distribution systems depending upon the connection schemes. Okay, depending upon the connection schemes, the distribution systems are classified into three types: radial, ring, and interconnected systems. Okay, next, DC distribution systems. Okay, how many types of DC distribution systems are there? Okay, that will be that already discussed in the previous class, that is the AC distribution systems and also the DC distribution systems. First of all, DC distribution systems, and how many types of DC distribution systems are there, and what are the connections according to the load, that all will be discussed in the next class. Okay, how many types of connections are the loading points are there for in the case of a DC distribution systems. Okay, that all will be discussed, and in that each and every loading points we are having the derivation and also that related problems are there. Okay, that all will be discussed in the next class.